1. So the BBWAs occurred, and the illustrious Aaron Timothy D. Judge was finally crowned most valuable player of the American League, which I feel like they've been wanting us to acknowledge that for the longest anyway. So congratulations to y'all for finally getting what you wanted, in Aaron Judge being the major big factor of the AL. I mean, you didn't want Cal to win it, but it is what it is. No big deal. And of course, nobody's going to dispute the fact that Shohei Ohtani wins the most valuable player. I mean, that wasn't even up for dispute. I thought that was funny how nobody even challenged it. There's no question, because I mean the runner-up after that is Cal Schwarber. So, and I also learned I didn't know my accent was so. I didn't know when I say Cal, it sounds like Cal. I didn't realize that until I was editing this week, and I kept having to tell the AI device. It's not. I'm not saying Cal. I'm saying Cal.
Yeah.
But anyway,
it still sounds like you're saying the same thing both times.
Cal Schwarber and Cal Rallies. I mean, I don't know what it. Anyway, so yeah, that happened, and a whole lot of other things took place. I like to go over these one by one. I love the fact that my homie Roy Wood Jr. held it down along with Mookie Betts at the BBWA Awards, where we did finally, like I said, learn not only who was the actual MVP, but we also learned who else is going to be added to the WBC roster. And my man Roy Wood had a couple of dope bits as well that I'd like to discuss with you. And since you didn't get a chance to get it to watch it, Ty, let me go ahead and go over some of this stuff with you as well. Appreciate you being here, homeboy. I hope you had a good evening and whatnot. I'm going to try to make this quick, so forgive me if I feel like I'm rushing and speeding around, but I do think that some of this stuff is worth discussion and doesn't have to take all day. So let's go ahead and start from the get, wake, and take. And this is what the first thing I had to say. So we got the Shohei Ohtani thing. We knew that. Aaron Judge, we knew that. We knew that these two, this was the big highlight of the night, if you ask me. All right. And before I get into the Philly Karen sighting that we saw last night, I just thought I'd point out the fact that Judge is a bona fide American. All right. And this dude is well rehearsed with regard to media. I'm starting to look at Shohei a little sideways because, yeah, he's a unicorn. Yeah, he's different. But is he so different to the point where he does things so customarily different? Or is that a Japanese thing? I present to you Exhibit A. So, my man Aaron Judge wins this year. The first thing he does, which is what most people do, is he looks over to his wife, who gave birth to his child, and gives her an embrace, a long hug, a nice embrace, because that's the wife who holds down the house. That is your wife, right? That's what you're supposed to do, right? Am I tripping? That's what you would do? No, okay. Yeah, all right. Well, I would like to present to you one Shohei Timothy Levantius Aloysius Johnson Ohtani Brohay, who upon winning does not hug his wife, but kisses his dog before he even kisses his wife. It's almost like his dog got in the way. It's just this is happening more often than not. And I just don't know if this is a Shohei thing or if this is a Japanese thing. I would like to bring you back, sir, to 2024 when he also won the MVP award. Did he then look towards his wife and give her a kiss? No, he sets distance between him and the wife. He puts the dog, and he's like, "Oh no, my wall of comfort!" And he gets so like, I'm starting to think that the wife is decoy, and that perhaps they call the dog is feeling more like the wife in show situation, and I don't know if this is normal or not. I just thought that, look. You kiss your wife. Now, am I tripping? I
don't know, man. He's Japanese.
I might be going a little hard on the ball. Maybe they're just not in the public displays of affection, but it just seems weird. Like he literally goes to kiss the dog, and like the wife is getting a conciliatory pat on the back. It's like, what, am I tripping? Like, I'm probably taking this way further than it needs to be, but talk me down, homeboy.
Okay.
Is this Japanese culture? Is this a PDA thing? Like, what's going on?
All right, so check it. Public displays of affection in Japan are generally more subdued and reserved compared to many Western cultures. Though it varies by location and younger generations are becoming more open, holding hands is widely accepted, but more intimate acts like kissing, hugging, and excessive touching are typically considered inappropriate or awkward in public spaces, especially on public transportation or in front of strangers. Japanese culture values modesty and social harmony, so it's best to keep PDA to a minimum and save more affectionate gestures for private settings. So to answer your question, in his culture, this is all, it would be awkward. And that's why he like, you see, he's like, but it's kind of weird though, isn't it though? Because it's still showing affection
to a dog.
To that animal.
So, like, I can see it, the public display of affection, that argument goes out the window when the first thing he does is kiss the animal. You know what I'm saying? And look, I'm not trying to knock Decoy. I know Decoy is one of the few dogs to actually fetch the ball when it was thrown. Who actually, I think, threw out a first pitch. Decoy, I mean, he didn't actually throw it. He took it from the mound to Shohei. But it just was a little off-putting when, you know, I get that element too. I get the whole, we're not really public displays of affection type people, but that goes out the window when you express public displays of affection towards your pet, as opposed to now again. I some of this is in jest. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not really serious. I could care less about how it's Shohei. He's the greatest player on the planet right now. Kiss your wife. Don't kiss your wife. I could care less. It's none of my business. But it is fascinating that it is an easy to see distinguishing between the reactions of these two MVPs. And I thought immediately, I was like, if this isn't a Shohei thing, this must be a cultural thing at best. But then I thought maybe it's just Judge is just really good at media, because I remember that Paul Skeens Rookie of the Year when he almost acted like he was bothered by his girlfriend, and it was the most awkward kiss, hug, whatever that thing is I've ever seen. He doesn't want that either, but at least he doesn't go for the dog first. You know what I'm saying? Like this speaks more of like, I'm just an awkward dude. You know, just give me the ball and I'll keep my ERA under 2. This is more like come here, my love. Yes, Shohei Ohtani, love him some Decoy. Like he did not want to touch his wife. Mind you, his wife is a whole.
He did give her like a hug. He gave her like a
conciliatory. Like I mean, you cool.
One of them stay encouraged hugs. Stay encouraged.
I mean, you cute or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if we gonna share some time together, then it is what it is. But I just thought that was fascinating, and I ain't gonna spend all day on it. But I'm wondering if our public displays of affection are looked down upon in Japan at this point. I'm wondering if they show this stuff in Japan, if they blurt out the Aaron Judge kiss. You know what I'm saying? If they don't want to show, if this is considered inappropriate, am I looking at this from the wrong side of this lens and looking at it from an American's eyes as opposed to a member of the global society's eyes?
Wow, Vince, you mistakenly tripped into a discussion about. Oh my God! Listen, first of all, what happened to just kissing your wife on the lips? Like, what's all of this cheap stuff? What is all of this hugging stuff? I can understand if you want to hug your sister or your brother or your coach, your manager, but your wife should get a kiss, and it should be appropriate across the. Listen, people in Japan, I'm sorry that we kiss as much as we do, and hug as much as we do, and love on each other as much as we do. But apparently, y'all, it's with some of the players over here are picking up on that Japanese vibe as well. Paul Skeens, I don't know what you was doing just now. Y'all look like y'all had an argument right before the interview, and you really didn't even want her to be there. You was like, oh, you want to hug me now? I remember what you said earlier. He probably whispered in her ear too, like, this shit ain't over. This shit ain't over. It ain't over. Shit ain't over.
Well, first of all, Paul Skeens, to his credit, I mean, he's an Air Force dude, and and this girl, I mean, this chick is like a media. I mean, I think she has like 500,000 followers or something. She was a gymnast for the United States and all of that. But I just thought, she's a huge deal. Like I think she has more of a following than what she did. I think at one point, maybe not anymore. But when when he was being brought into the MLB, she was a bigger deal than he was. Let me just say that. But anyway, I just thought that was fascinating.
You think that's what he whispered in her ears when he talked to her? He's like, fuck your followers.
Yeah. Puss ass bitch.
Okay.
Puss ass.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, baby, you did it. What you did? Whatever, puss asshole. Whatever. Puss asshole. You know what I'm saying? Word up. But anyway, yeah. So I thought that was interesting. But Ohtani, man, congratulations. I think that it's weird. I do want to kind of go into the fact that Ohtani did win the award for MVP in the National League. All right. Now, on the American League side, we do see Aaron Judge obviously wins that award handily, as we've been listening for the past couple months about how high his OPS is, how high his WAR is, and all that good stuff. But I just want to draw attention to the fact that if you look behind Judge, behind Riley, you'll notice that there's a man there by the name of Jose Ramirez. Yes, sir. Now, Jose Ramirez plays for the Cleveland Guardians, and Jose Ramirez was the third runner-up for the MVP position. However, he did not show up to the awards. Why not? Because he's been like the third in line for like the last 3-something years. He's been running third fiddle for a long time. And despite the fact that a lot of folks in the news sphere keep saying we got to stop underestimating Jose Ramirez, he's really good. I'm here to tell y'all something. The unfortunate downside is Jose Ramirez will never reach Aaron Judge type thing. And the reason why isn't because he's not a good enough player. It's not because he don't have the stats. It's not because he doesn't damn near single-handedly hold down the Guardians, even when they get rid of folks like Andres Jimenez, even when they get rid of folks like Shane Bieber, even when they have Emmanuel Clase and Ortiz basically on the chopping block about to get sent off to jail. The reason why Jose Ramirez will never get his just due is because of two simple words: aesthetic bias. The dude is ugly. Nobody is going to make him feel the way he should feel because they go look at him and think, we can't market this dude. Look at him. They don't even put his name. They don't even put his face on his own billboard. He's looking at his billboard. He's got his hat all tucked. Like, this is not something that I'm saying that is to be taken lightly. It's serious. I'm not joking, but I am joking. It kind of sucks that this face is never going to see the same type of love that you see with Aaron Judge. Like, I saw Aaron Judge on billboards in Panama, in El Salvador, overseas. You are not going to sell this mug with a dude who makes enough money to fix his teeth but won't. And for some reason, I think that there's also a whole other thing about, like, locks. I feel like with the exception of Ellie De La Cruz, a lot of Ellie De La Cruz and maybe Luis Ortiz Luis, up in Seattle, my man Luis, his name is it's Castillo. Like the whole locks movement, it doesn't get a lot of good press. You see, Vladdy is now killing it after he took his locks off. All right. We saw that my man there's a couple other examples that are escaping me for right now. Nah. Watch what happens when the Nationals, when Josh Bell, when my man CJ and my dog James Woods, who all look like Migos right now. Watch how much the press changes about them when they actually take their locks off. So I'm saying this to say, do better, Cleveland. Do better, MLB. Stop being so aesthetically biased. Yeah, we know he don't look like, Judge. He don't look like Ohtani. He don't look like Bryce Terang and Vladdy and all them, but he still is holding down his team single-handedly as a dude under 6 feet. All right? So I just think that it's kind of messed up, bro. And is there anything to what I'm saying? Do you think of what I'm saying making any sense, or am I just talking shit, bro?
Nah, man. I mean, you're talking shit, but I mean, but
am I wrong though? Come on, let's keep it real. Let's keep it real, bro. One of the real reasons he's not getting no press is because he's not marketable.
I mean, listen, that's definitely not, man. He's in Cleveland. it's just where he's. It's just location. If he was on the Yankees, or if he was on a major market team, then, and he was putting up the type of numbers that he's putting up, then it still wouldn't matter though. And that was really what my question was, because I really, there's really no way to really unpack why. Well, no, I take that back. The reason you can't argue anything in terms of why Ramirez is not higher and not maybe winning the award is because Judge has just been so good, man. He's been so good. Like, to all of the Judge haters and all of the Yankee haters, look, Judge is Mr. Postseason. He is. He's Mr. I mean, not Mr. Postseason, but Mr. Regular Season. He's Mr. Regular Season. Like, there's no question about it. He is Mr. Regular Season. And again, this year he put up, phenomenal numbers. So his numbers were so good that despite the year that Cal Raleigh had, you still couldn't unseat him. Like that, does that make sense? Like, no matter how, I'm wondering if the players in the AL and the players in the NL are like, we'll go for other awards. Like, the MVP is pretty much a foregone conclusion each year now, moving forward. Like, the fact that it was basically unanimous for Shohei the second year in a row.
Third year
In a row. And here we are with Judge second year in a row. And this is starting to feel like,
actually, this Judge third year too.
Oh man. So
he won in 2021, 23, and 24. Yeah.
Well, not in a row though.
Not in a row, correct.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's his third year in a row. He won in 22 and 23. I see he won in 23 and 24. So this is his third year in a row. Yes.
23, 24, 26. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, but that makes my point even more. Is the fact that you have all of these different players right now in the MLB playing their behinds off and putting up, the best numbers of their careers, right. And it still might not be enough. And it still might not be. It was
22, not 23. So my bad. You were right.
Yeah, so it's
not 3 in a row. 22, 24. I thought it was 21. It was 22.
Yeah.
So 22, 24, 23. So he has not won 3 in a row. It's Ohtani. I keep getting them confused. So my apologies. Yes. Record is straight though. Yeah. But yeah, let me go ahead and move on, man, because we'll go ahead. We'll touch this subject forever. But yeah, point is taken at this point. Judge is getting, I don't even want to say unfair treatment. He's just that good. All right. I mean, and I think that one of the reasons why we scowl about it a little bit is because we're still hoping for like a Barry Bonds 7 MVP in a award. Like, we don't complain about that. You know what I'm saying? When it's like one of us type things. And I'm not trying to knock Judge as not one of us or whatever, but I think that it's just a matter of like, I think that I'm just not a big dynasty fan unless it's my team anyway. And like with the Yankees and the Dodgers being like the biggest market teams, you're just kind of like, all right, man. And that's kind of why I was hoping that Cal Raleigh would win, because I was hoping that we'd be able to see Seattle and cities outside of New York experience some sort of success with their players, build the franchise, because this does not do anything for the New York market. Judge winning does not change anything for MLB. It doesn't. All right. And so that's the only thing I have to say about that. All right. But anyway, there's more going on that happened in the BBWA, especially the shenanigans that were going on with my homeboy Roy Wood Jr., who did host this along with the one and only Mookie Betts. There were many jokes. I loved the Tommy Pham and Chef plug that was hilarious, where you sit there and basically where you put the most gangster dudes in the MLB all next to each other and can speak on how scary it is to be in their presence, especially when none of them even smiling. This is a part of the bit. All three of these dudes quickly would jump to a fight if we had to empty the dugout, if you had to get the bullpen emptied. These motherfuckers gonna swing first. That's all I know. And so I thought that was real cool for them to bring that up. In addition to that, I think one of my favorite bits was seeing how they actually looped in what appears to be a Philly Karen at the BBWA Awards when we got the announcements for all of the new additions to the WBC for the USA team, which would include, I think, it was my man Pete Cole Armstrong and my man in Arizona, Corbin Burns. While they were on stage, they were announcing that there was a young man who should get the ball that was signed by all of them on stage as a result of him being very studious and all these other things. And while he was getting presented the ball, this happened.
Young Banks, okay? So just keep trying and keep working hard. This ball's for you, brother. So. Wait, no, miss. That's not your ball. That's not your ball. Give me the ball. Give me the ball. Give me the ball. Give me the ball. Big fair. My ball. My ball. We get you another ball, though. We get you another ball. Young Banks, okay? So just keep trying and keep working hard.
So as you see, my man Roy, who is a consummate professional, definitely held it down, did his own thing, even though he had to sit there and try to showcase next to Mookie Betts, who is one of the most fashionable dudes in the MLB, and he knows it, and we like him for that too. So yeah, good on Roy. There's some other stuff that happened. I like that bit. I really liked the Tommy Pham bit, which was a continuation of his bit last year, where he basically talked about how Gary Sheffield was one of the most feared men in the MLB at the time he was out, not just for people on the field, but people in the front office as well. How at some point in time he got hit by a pitch and decided it was vindictive, so he took his bat with him to first base just in case shit popped off. So we love stuff like that, giving Chef his honors, and definitely putting Tommy Pham in the back of that as well. Former Cardinal, came up through the Cardinal system, even though he is right now, I guess, a Pirate. That was kind of funny. I really thought that was funny. And the Karen thing definitely was peak. And if you missed it, I say go back and watch the full award show. But one of the other things that I thought was hilarious, that I don't know if y'all peeped it or not, but my man Roy did a bit where he talked about not Big Papi, but how he was Big Pappy. And Big Pappy. Big Pappy was the dude who was like in the dugout, right? He wasn't necessarily an official member of the team. He may or may not have snuck in to Fenway, and it was trying to figure out like why he didn't get any play on the Netflix documentary about the 2004 Boston Red Sox that came back 3-1 against the Yankees. It was hilarious. My favorite line, and Roy, I texted you this. I hope you, well, actually, no, I didn't hit send yet, but Roy said in this line, because they was like, yo, we never found that dude. And Doc Roberts was in it. And he was like, yeah, you talking about some random black dude who came into and then Roy Wood was like, oh, he said I'm black, but I'm not. I'm Latino. You see, they looking for somebody black. Okay, cool. No worries, because I'm Latino. Because I'm Latino. So yeah, man. Yeah, I just gotta give a dog Roy some love, man. Because I don't know if people think that this stuff is just easy, if it comes natural. Like, you actually have to work on these bits for weeks. I'm sure you got to make sure you get the commitment from the other people that are included as a stand-up comic. I know. So I just wanted to give Roy Wood his props, because this was not an easy fix. And also another thing that I've noticed this year, I was different from last year. Last year they did the same thing, even though Roy Wood hosted on his own. But in last year's, the crowd was only made up of baseball players and family and people that are in the industry, which makes for a dry audience. You know what I'm saying? Because baseball people are not going to sit there and clap for people that they don't like. They're not going to make too much of a big deal because they know cameras are on them. They're not going to cheer for people when they, and so this year they did something smart and they invited just regular old civilians to fill up the balcony. And the civilians did not disappoint. They laughed at the jokes. They clapped. They were excited. A little bit of heckling, but that's okay. But it made for a better production because Roy, as a stand-up comic, I know you, like myself, are accustomed to instant gratification. So to sit and do jokes in front of a crowd that won't laugh at you, even when it's funny, I think does not necessarily bode well for business. Now, there was a couple jokes that may not have went over the way I thought they would have. I thought that the Chicago White Sox Pope joke was funnier than the room led on for it to be. Like basically said Juan Soto was not the biggest free agent of 2025. It was the Pope because the Pope ended up being signed by the White Sox. Real inside baseball joke. But that did happen. So definitely thought that was worth bringing up. And yeah, man, that's pretty much all I have for these shows. I did like the fact that there was an award called the Best Play of the Year. I think it was the Best Play of the Year. And I had somebody that I thought should get the Best Play of the Year award. And to my surprise, say what?
I said, who'd you think? You should have got it.
Well, okay. Well, thanks. I'm glad you asked. I honestly feel like, and this is funny because I was just about to actually do like some sort of like a top 3 type list where I kind of laid out my top 3 defensive catches of the, well, I mean, offensive catches don't exist, I guess, but catches of the year, right? And at the top of that list was the guy who ended up winning, which was Denzel Clark. And Denzel Clark, if you don't remember, made what I thought was the catch of the year early in the year. I think it was like May or something. This catch was completely ridiculous, Ty. I don't know if you've seen this or not, but I cannot take my eyes off this catch. Watch this, bro. He's running. Oh, snap, wall. Fuck that wall. Bro, he did a whole Spider-Man. He almost fell over the whole wall. You know what I'm saying? Almost fell over the whole wall. And here's the thing about this catch, Ty. After he makes this catch, which he clearly uses the padding on the wall to step up on it and to climb up on it. After this catch is made, almost everybody in the outfield started trying to emulate this catch. You start seeing all the other outfielders, Dalton Barshaw, your boy up in New York, Trent Grissom. All these folks, when they see a fly ball going to the just outside of the field, they start trying to get that one step up on the padding. I saw it happen way too much. Now, not that many people were successful, but this play, when I saw it, I was like, holy shit, that is the play of the year. Like, can't nobody beat that play. Like, and this is a rookie, mind you. This is a rookie. I mean, this is his first year, okay? So, yeah, and him and Lawrence Butler are holding it down out there in that outfield, so I definitely wanted to make sure we spotlighted that. I was so elated when I saw that, and for him to win the award. And here's what I loved the most about this award, homeboy, is that when he got it, he talked shit. He talked shit about it. When he got it, and they were talking. It was like, yeah, man. She said, "Oh, you won the award." And then he was like, yeah. There's a. Oh, is that you? I want to say it was Devin Fowler. He's like, yeah, Devin Fowler. If it was me in the World Series, that one pop up that you let go out, it wouldn't have went out. He didn't say it like that, but he was basically popping off. He was like, yeah. He said, yeah. See, you see how that's how you catch balls. Pause. You know what I'm saying? That's how you catch. That's how you catch the ball. Paul.
Yo,
you know what I mean?
yo,
So, yeah, I thought that was real dope, man. Now the other two that are on my list, just in case you were wondering, is the Dalton Varshaw catch when he caught the ball behind his back in the outfield. This dude fell over and essentially damn near completely missed the play. Looked up, and then all of a sudden the ball went into his back pocket. Let me see if I can find it right quick. Dalton Varshaw. Yeah, that catch, and then the other one was this one catch that happened not too long ago where a dude actually played like it felt like hacky sack with the ball. Yeah, bro. Look at this catch right here. Every time I see it, I'll be like, how in the this doesn't make sense. This is a video game play. Watch this, Ty. Watch this. All right. He fell. You see this? The ball is still in the air. He fell. Are you watching?
Yeah.
All right, watch. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. No. Look at this. Watch this. What? No. Now, after he makes the play, watch how he gives the ball to himself. Watch how slick this is. He's like it was nothing. Like nothing. Come on, man. Come on, man. Like this is my second. This is number 2 for me. This is on my list. This is number 2. All right. I was like, come on, man. Like, just watch this play just for a second, man. Just take a look at it. Just bask in it. This is crazy. You know what I'm saying? What you think? You think he can make this play, bro?
Nah. And the funny thing about it is, it almost looks like this was like the way it looks planned. But I know he did. I know he. But it does. It looks planned. Like he was like, "Yo, I'm about to make this shit look good," and he just fell.
Then he like, fell. He fell on purpose.
I mean, hey, look, man.
I'm just gonna fall right here.
Look,
bro, yeah. who makes a catch like this, like from behind, like you looking back with your glove facing back this way? Like, you know how hard that is, man.
I mean, that's somebody who's been playing baseball probably their entire life, so they probably know how to catch it all kind of different ways. But it still doesn't take away from how great the play was, man. That could have easily been the play of the year.
Yeah. I'm sure some people do have it, especially Blue Jays fans have it as their play of the year. But for number 3, for my third runner-up, this was who I thought actually should win for the third runner-up with regard to play of the year. And this is just defensive catches. I'm not talking about like infield double plays and stuff like that. But check this one out. This is a dude named Jacob Young with the Nationals. And I give this one because it's so crazy. It's so crazy. Like, he uses every part of his body to catch this ball. All right, watch this. Okay, ball going up. Okay, BM. Okay, he's trying to get it right here. Boop. Oh, wait. Oh, he did. Okay, my bad. That's the one he caught. That might be the wrong.
I don't know. That just seems kind of basic.
All right, I take it back. Maybe it wasn't.
Every game,
excuse me. Yeah, it was
every game.
Somebody else.
It's all good, man. It's all good. 2 out of 3 is better than nothing.
Yeah. Whoops. All right, my bad. I messed that one up. Yeah. Whoops. Sorry. It was actually somebody else who made that play. I want to know who that is. No. Nah, I'm not leaving her unless I get this right. Yo, it was Jacob Moore. I know it was Jacob Young, right? It was Jacob Young. Yeah, I know I wasn't tripping. Yeah, man, I know what I'm talking about, man.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, nah, that ain't it. Yeah, no. Yes, I knew it. I knew I wasn't tripping. All right, sorry for the. All right, I knew I wasn't tripping, man. Watch this, Ty.
Okay.
All right, so ball going this way, right? The wall comes into play. Now, if it hits the wall between you catching it, then it's no longer a catch. Like if it hits your glove, then hits the wall and then goes back into your glove, that's no longer a valid catch. All right. But watch what my man Jacob Young do right here. Boop, oh, boop, boop, boop. Yo,
Would it bounce off? Would it bounce off his foot?
He kicked it. California game style. He kicked it like it was a hockey puck. Like
a hacky
like a hacky sack. I said hockey puck. I don't even know what that is.
Hacky sack.
Hold on. Here we go to replay. All right. So ball going up, and all right. Now he's got it within view. Stop. Okay. Oh, he had to change his whole position. Mm-hmm. Up. He's got it in his glove, but wait, it comes out, hits the wall. Now it's right there in front of him. His arms are nowhere near the ball. So what does he use? His leg. Did you see it? Did you see him?
Wow, it was quick.
He kicked it back up.
Quick, yeah, he did it.
Now he catches it. I got it.
That's crazy.
This is number 3 on my list. Look at this. Brute. Never gave up. Never gave up on the ball. That, my friend, is number 3. Now, do you think I got it right in this order? Because I still think that these. I still think that Denzel Clark's sketch was better than all 3 of these. All of these.
All right, so I'm not going to take nothing from the Denzel Clark catch. He made the catch. That's the most important thing. This one I might elevate over the last one because of the difficulty in which one and the reflexes in which one has to. The ball is about to hit the ground. You gotta hook. You gotta shift your weight. You gotta kick the joint up, and then you gotta keep your eyes on the ball. Then you gotta catch it. There was a level of difficulty there. I know the other guy fell, you know what I'm saying? But he had recovered well. Like, he recovered well before the ball. Like, this was split second. This was he fell, he put the glove back, you looked up, you saw it, you put it behind your back. Oh, that was cute.
That was sick.
But this, with the ankle, like bang, real quick, and the precision, like he could have hit it off his ankle and it could have went that way or that way, but it went up into the hey man, that might be number 2 on my list. That might go number 2. I might put that one.
Okay, well, if you really want to, I still give it to Denzel Clark because his, in my opinion, was the only one out of all 3 that I showed you that was intentional. Like, it was all hustle, skill, talent, deliberate catch. Everything else kind of just happened luckily. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like there was a lot of kind of, athleticism, but there was some luck. But here I want to throw this also at you because while we're showing Jacob Young, that's not the only pitch he made that was like that. I mean, the only catch he made that was like that. This last thing I'll show you real quick is another one of the features of his expertise. So check this out. This is against the Braves. Watch this. Another catch, not going that deep into the outfield, but he seems to have a knack for catching baseballs that are not necessarily in a position to be caught. Check this out. Going. Oh, whoops. Up. It's the same dude. He can't keep the ball in his hand. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's his MO. Jake just catch the ball however it can be caught. It's not necessarily the prettiest thing, but you know what? The out still counts. The out still counts. So shout out to Jake Young and the Nats, man, out there with the Migos. That's definitely cool, man. So keep doing your thing. Maybe next year y'all will win an award, but this year, definitely big shot to my homie Denzel Clark for winning. That's all we got for. That's all I got for today. I don't know if you got anything else, Ty. If there's anything else, but I just wanted to run through that real quick because there's plenty more to discuss. So on the way out, let me just say this real quick for all of my American folks: it is perfectly fine to give your wife or girlfriend a kiss or a hug or a public display of affection if you win an award like MVP. Like, it is perfectly fine. Don't feel no kind of way. And I know that this is cultural or whatever, so I'm not going to trip on you. But damn, if you're going to kiss somebody, maybe it can be the one that you decided to have a child with, and not the one that will more than likely, if you leave them in the house, poop all over the place and bite up and chew up
and drink out your toilet. and drink out your stomach.
That part.
Yeah, probably not. Probably you don't want to be kissing that one. But hey,
that's just it's just I mean, listen, so many things we can say so nice about a time, but this was just a little, just different. I don't call it strange. I'm not gonna sit there and knock the man, but I just thought that was different. All right, man. Sincerely appreciate each and every last one of y'all. Make sure y'all pull up next time, which will more than likely be Monday, to get even more content regarding baseball, but covered with flavor like chocolate right here on the Black by Half Myself and the homie Bad Ty. We out. Deuces.